We have returned to the Tasteless LAN party. Thank you, everybody, for waiting. We had to get a little bit of pizza, a little bit of gamer fuel in there, and now we're ready to go into the StarCraft 2 finals of the event. It's going to be Solar versus Trap, Zerg versus Protoss, and I think Trap might be slightly favored, but I think Solar can certainly take it. What do you think, Artosis?
Yeah, I mean, I would tend to agree with that. Trap is always super, super strong, but Solar has looked very good lately. So, I mean, if he were to take it, I wouldn't be super surprised.
Yeah, I think so. What about you, Jake?
I think Solar's going to take it.
Easy? Or is it going to be close?
I think it's going to be pretty one-sided.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Wow.
Do you feel like there's this kind of aura coming off of Jake now that he won that Nintendo 64 match?
He's a new man.
Like, you are a little bit cooler right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of like nervous being around you right now. I just want to be one of the boys, but I hope that I can be one of the boys with Jake here. We're gonna hop into that match now. By the way, guys, at the top of the screen, you can see we have a stretch goal. We already got our Nintendo 64 goal, and if you just saw that, we have another N64 match coming up after the finals. But we only have this in one language, and there's so many out there. One of them is Korean, and that would
Let's get one more.
Let's get one more.
Let's get double it to 2.
It's not the smartest stretch goal by us, since all you guys speak English, and there's not a whole lot of incentive for you to do it. But here's the thing: once we get this goal, then we're going to make the Koreans pay for the English cast to come back. So there's really a lot at stake. We're pitting you guys against each other. Anyways, if you want to support us, please do. If not, no problem. Enjoy the show. And we are into this. This is Trap versus Solar. Solar in the bottom right and Trap in the top left. Now one of you guys talk. That's how casting works.
You said it's going to be not even close. You said it's going to be one-sided on Solar's side. You really think so?
Pop. That's what I think.
Really?
I feel like Gemini had a stroke there. He was like, you said something about the
You said
so you're saying something about
but you said my player wasn't going to win. But yeah, I don't know. I think Trap is going to probably be. I don't think he's going to get completely washed. I'd hope not.
But you think he's going to lose?
No, I think he's going to win.
So, but you don't think he's going to get completely washed?
Yeah, you're saying he's going to get totally smacked.
That's not very confident, though.
Yeah, you're kind of all over the place, Jim.
He's not going to completely washed.
What's going on here? Are you okay? Like, I know that he destroyed you in StarCraft 64 bad, but
I can't even talk to Jake anymore. He's just like this insane thing that I can't even beat anymore.
It's unfortunate. Right now in the StarCraft 64 match, Jake is the alpha. Gemini, you're gonna have to cast this without making eye contact.
I can't put a barrier between me and him.
That's right. It's okay.
It's not possible.
Dude, it's like
Jake's going to eat his food first, and then you can eat your meal afterwards. Okay.
He can eat the scraps.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be begging for whatever he has left at the end.
I gotta say, I mean, I know we're talking about we were supposed to be talking about StarCraft 2, but the N64 match was actually really interesting.
I can't believe it went for so long.
Yeah, I know. And we got into tech, and there was like siege tanks coming out and lurkers and everything. And then we get a shot. I believe that's Trap's hands.
I can see those hands.
I still can't believe that we learned that in the StarCraft 1 match earlier that Light does not use a mouse pad.
Insanity.
That is mind-boggling to me.
It really is.
And I feel like because of this and what happened at the show, players all over the world are going to try to roll up their mouse pads and queue up into games and lose.
I'm thinking about rolling up my keyboard and mouse, honestly.
There's Solar.
Just use the N64 controller. Plug it in to play StarCraft 2.
Artosis, do you keep your ring on when you play?
No.
You take the wedding ring off?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because my true first wife was StarCraft.
I always wonder, because whenever I see anybody playing with a ring on, I just feel like, God,
no, it's like
it's
I take a watch off. I take my watch off. I take my ring off. I take my shoes off. I take my pants off. If I'm not in front of people, I take my shirt off. You don't want anything encumbering you. You know what I mean?
No, anything to slow you down.
I need to be as aerodynamic as possible on my ring. I wear one of those bicycle helmets for the guys that go downhill real fast.
You dress in like one of those lugeing suits and stuff. That's why Artosis shaves his legs so he's more aerodynamic during the games.
Yeah. Well, and if you don't take the pants off, then the shaving the legs doesn't
actually have the effect. Yeah,
so I mean, you got to take the pants off.
What are we even doing here?
Yeah.
So it's going to be Oracle Tech here. As I'm sure, for those of you guys who've been following StarCraft 2 for a while, I mean, Trap is like the Protoss player that is kind of keeping the race going here in Korea. I mean, obviously there's other players like Zest who are very good, but I think the truth is that, you know, it's players like Trap that are kind of on the forefront figuring stuff out.
What about Creator?
Yeah,
he's rising up. He's rising up.
Yeah, but he's not at this tournament. But yeah, no, completely. Creator very good, but Trap for the last couple of years, 100%. Oh, and by the way, guys, we don't have it displayed on here, but prize pool for Trap here is going to be
For the winner.
For the winner. Yeah, what did I say? That was weird. That was like a really weird Freudian slip right there. Prize pool going to be.
Don't tell them these are replays and we've already seen them.
Guys, don't tell them these are actors, okay? Prize pool for the winner here, about 2.5 million won, and prize pool for the loser, who gets second place, 1.5 million won, which is about $1 million billion in U.S. So.
All right, Adepts and Oracle's going to try to come in here. It's actually a lot of Adepts for a non-Twilight Council opener. You're going to try to trade as much as he can. The Oracles are probably going to go into the main since all the Queens got dragged down here because of these Adepts, and this could be a pretty good pair to kill a lot of stuff. He's going to go after the Lings to let the Adepts have a more free reign in the main. The Queens are actually getting picked off by the Oracles, too, almost.
He is wrecking. Oh, my God. Look at this. Like, a lot of drones going down, a ton of Lings having to be made, and he almost got a lot of Queens there as well.
Yeah, Transfuse is unfortunately still pretty good when you're actually still on creep, so was able to keep those alive, recalling them for some reason. The Lings
that was
up a
kind
third?
of a funny recall. Oh, I guess there must have been. That explains it.
Yeah. It's fine, though. I think overall it's a pretty decent opener. Maybe he could have tried to die. If he went for like some of the more of the drones with the Oracles as well, I think he could have ended up being actually really far ahead, but unfortunately like the Queens just barely got transfused, so dude, not the worst thing though.
Solar is going to do a Queen Roach Ling attack. Look at this. He's getting Overlord speed. He just morphed a Dropper. A Dropper Lord.
Can we stop calling them Dropper Lords? Can we
you
just
can stop whatever you want, but I will be calling that a Dropper Lord here today.
It is not a Dropper Lord. It's just an Overlord with drop.
Yeah, a Dropper Lord.
I like
a
Dropper
Lord.
An Overlord that drops.
I can't believe I'm alone on this.
No, you're not alone. I like Dropper Lord.
No, I don't like
he
Dropper Lord.
doesn't.
No, you're completely alone.
Yeah, you are just isolated.
I misheard you. You are alone, yeah.
Well, the Dropper Lord has come in, and it's going to be able to oh, I guess he can't transfuse yet unless there's creep here.
Oh,
he tried to drop it, but he actually couldn't get it out. So the Queens are kind of just dying, but everything else is still kind of pushing through. There's not that much on the ground for Trap. It's just a bunch of slow Zealots, and he's been pulling probes to help deal with this.
Yeah, with the creep down here, transfuse is going to be available.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. I feel like
there's enough
here, I
think.
Yeah.
No,
I think there's just enough. Like, he's warping
the
a few more
Immortal is going to be really helpful.
The Immortal is big, yeah.
The batteries are all out of energy, though, and the one that's about to spawn is on a pylon that just got killed. Artosis, sorry for mentioning it, but yeah, that's all on you there. It's
an already pylon.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to lose his base, I think, too.
Well, he's actually going for broke. It seems like he wants to not even try to just go for the Nexus. He wanted to come up and push up the ramp. I guess he thinks otherwise and instead comes back down, and so does Trap.
Yeah, Trap's going to get one more round, though, and he's going to, like, he is going to push this back. You might get the Nexus still if you use your Biles on it.
Blink is almost finishing, too. 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Blink
will
be huge.
This Immortal, that's huge.
Oh, he's trying to surround it so hard.
Just focus it.
Oh, that could actually cost him. You really cannot afford to lose that.
Too.
Oh, my God. The Biles there were so good.
Oh! That's invincible. Just run.
Okay. Oh, he's going to get the Immortal, too.
Yeah, that's
Solar.
No, the rally.
Yeah. I don't think he can come back now.
No.
Well, okay, look, you're going to lose the Nexus. You can't save the Nexus anymore.
He is so dead.
Super dead.
Dude, he's still got 65 supply, man.
Yeah. He does.
Yeah, this is the cast is half full here with Artosis.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes the sentries. Yeah, nothing to pick
now
these up.
he's dead.
I think if he had a Prism, maybe, because he could have juggled better, but yeah.
Yeah, the problem was that, he couldn't actually keep the Immortals alive
Yeah.
for that long. He did a pretty good job at some points to sneak them back, but when there's just that many Lings, it's just you can't get them out unless there's a Prism.
Yeah.
Looks like Trap is just going to go all in from here. He has 5 gates coming, making a Prism as well, so it just should be a massive blink all
As I call it, a Dropper Prism.
A Dropper Prism.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Like an aneurysm, but for drops.
Yeah.
Well, don't call it a prism, Tasteless. Let's call it a warp prism. Let's call everything its correct names at this
Let's
point.
call it a warp drop.
The Terran battle cruiser.
We're going to just use a warp drop, the doobadop.
He's going to get a Robo-Bay as well. He's going to try to make disruptors out of this.
Oh, I didn't expect
May
that.
as well,
I kind of
yeah,
thought he was just going to get the warp prism.
Yeah,
and
like-
I mean,
go
you're
for the
playing
push.
against Road Travager.
I think
like,
I feel like he thinks Solar's like more all in than he actually was. Maybe he thought that was off of like sub 40 drones or something. But like Solar's got
Solar's
a totally
just-
fine macro economy
Solar
right
should just
now.
make 30 Dropper Lords and just drop his whole army into Trap's main base.
That's
he
the
should
great
just
thing.
make Dropper Lords and not use them.
Yeah, and
Just
maybe
as
say
a
them in
show
the
of
cast.
strength, man.
No,
Show
not
of
a
unity.
Spire.
Yeah.
Spires are boring. He would actually just win if he just made like 10 Dropper Lords and just dropped his entire army in the main. Like, how would you actually stop that?
With a warp prism.
Yeah, with a warp drop.
A warper drop is not
Warper
gonna,
drop.
not gonna help you.
What if it's called a warp in drop, like warp and drop, because it does both things?
A warp and draw.
Warp and
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah.
Warp and drop.
It's
Look at
like
that.
fish and chips.
Yeah, yeah.
Or in and out.
Yeah, I got one of those by the mall. Warp and drop. Like,
Well,
Like, do they deliver?
yeah, warp and drop. Warp and drops on Uber Eats.
Oh, loses that third once again.
Surprise,
the first
surprise.
disruptor's coming out, though, man.
Damn.
These disruptors, look at this. He's getting the second robo. I tell you what, if he still had full mineral patches here, I'd give him a real shot. Unfortunately, he's not even going to be mining minerals here shortly.
Yeah, he's putting up an okay fight with the Adepts, but if you look at the supply, I mean, Army supply 86 to 37.
Thanks, Todd.
It's oh, that was a little Todd throwback. And Solar supply here, 174.
11 mutas?
yeah, boring.
And suddenly 11 mutas! How'd he get those?
13 mutas, it's an unlucky number.
Oh, nightmare on Muta Street.
So stupid. Well, I mean, he's going to try to push.
This warper's.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's actually not going to push. I thought the army was going to move down a little bit from Trap. But yeah, I mean, I think these mutas hatch, and you just come in there and end the game.
He's got more mutas than stalkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Solar.
Well, that was actually kind of a cool game back and forth. We had some good moves from Trap early on, and Solar's little Dropper Lord tactic there doing a fantastic job.
Yep. Yep. Game one
You
going
got me
away.
cornered. It's Drop Lord. All right.
Welcome to the Dropper Lord LAN party.
Guys, again, thank you so much for joining us. Those of you at home, this is our first time doing this event, but it certainly will not be our last. We're going to continue on here in the StarCraft 2 finals. It is Trap versus Solar. But when the finals is done, the show will not stop just yet. We're going to have a Nintendo 64 match with the two pros that are in our finals right now. And it's going to be fun. We already did a little bit of Nintendo 64-age earlier on. We also have a stretch goal for Korean language cast, which you guys seem to be so excited about. I mean, the money can't stop coming in. I mean, those Korean casts, they're going to be so rich and so well paid. But yeah, if you guys want to support that, please do. Now we go into game 2, as I end this in a limerick.
So what are we thinking?
What are we thinking?
are
I'm
we
thinking
thinking?
this is a good series. Like that was a good game. That was a competitive game for the early part, and Trap tried to come back, but mutas, man.
I want to see what happens with that push if Trap actually gets a bit of a tell that's happening earlier. I think he was pretty because the only time that he actually even saw it coming across even maybe was that one Dropper Lord coming across.
Yeah, he saw that over
with
in
the oracles, but right as it was leaving. But he didn't really actually see the unit swell or anything before that. So maybe if he got a scout on it a little bit earlier to see like how many units were actually being made, then
Yeah, you could add some more batteries up. And
more
probably
batteries, better positioning.
He still actually almost held
Yeah,
it.
no, he did.
There were some good biles when he was trying to get back in through the wall.
Yeah.
This is why we need doors for Protoss.
Yeah, Protoss
We need
don't
an
have door
escalator.
technology.
Yeah, I think if there were doors,
They
in
don't
that
have
game,
wheels either.
What
They're
they-
like really, I mean, come on.
What they really need is like grocery doors. Grocery store doors, the ones that slide open,
Yeah.
but they don't open for Zerg.
yeah. Because Zerg don't have souls.
They don't have souls. It's like that joke in The Simpsons.
Oh, my God. I want you to think about that for a moment, though, right? The fact
Yeah.
that Protoss, like this super high-tech civilization that like warps in units across the galaxy
Yeah.
and can make like literally a warp prism could fly into your base and like beam in zealots to kill you. They haven't invented the wheel yet.
Well, they haven't invented guns really. If you look at the zealots, they like fight with blades.
Well, they have lasers though. Lasers are like guns, kind of.
They're just like
In
superior
fact,
guns.
stalker lasers bend, and like I don't know how that happens, but that's some technology right there. But look, here's the thing: it's not like look, you see that circle there? It's like, couldn't they look at that and be like, oh, wheels? Like, you know, when they look up,
Are wheels?
What if we make that into 3D and roll it on the ground?
when they look up into the sky and see the moon, do you think they just look at that like, oh, it's hideous? Oh, I just don't like.
They don't need
because they
wheels,
only like
though.
triangles, man. And
They
then
can
they
just
try to make
hover.
a triangle wheel, and it just is like while it tries to move somewhere.
It's a lot of lower back pain trying to ride around in the triangle wheeled stuff.
Bad, man. Yeah, you get definite back pain from that. And look at that. The Cybernetics core spins. They didn't ever think to just put that on its side. Like, come
This is a
on.
good point. Look at it go. There's a wheel in there already.
Yeah, there's a bunch of wheels there.
Why does that
Because
turn
everything,
and
I
nothing
guess
else
everything
does?
walks. Yeah, the Immortal, the Colossus, they use spider-leg technology.
Yeah. It's just, it's weird to me that they haven't figured that out yet.
Probes can hover, so why don't they just hover all over the place?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I can't tell you.
You ever think about how also if like Dragoons and Stalkers, they have like the pointy leg thing, if they were actually walking, wouldn't their legs just like sink into the ground?
I don't understand what
Like
you
like
mean.
if you have like a point and it's walking somewhere, it's gonna just like go, if it's like, you know, dirt or something, it just it digs
If
into
the
the
ground
ground.
is soft.
Yeah.
Well, they never expand on beach maps. you
Yeah,
know?
we don't have a beach map out
Yeah.
yet. They're not fighting in sand dunes, but that would be a problem.
Yeah, you notice when Belshir Vestige was a map, no Protosses were really doing well.
Yeah, that is a good point. Or they'd have to walk very delicately.
Well, maybe they have little
Or
like.
maybe they have little hooves.
They have little snowshoes they put on the ends
Yeah.
of their little spider legs.
That could be it as well. Now, I'm hoping that we get a better game here from Trap. By the way, I'm curious about this, Gemini. You've always been a big Trap fan. Was there any reason for that? It was just like his play was so good?
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday a little bit actually when you weren't here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
but the TLDR is that he plays a lot like Liquid Hero, who I used to like more
Oh,
beforehand.
yeah, Liquid Hero. There's a throwback.
Yeah, and so kind of transferred over to him eventually because they played very similarly when Trap first came over, and then Trap ended up just becoming way better. So
Yeah, Trap is so crazy good nowadays. But Solar, man, so far today, he's been killing it. By the way, this is really weird. We only found out a couple years ago that Solar was very good in English.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was this moment where, like, wait, he speaks English? He's, like, been around us the whole time? But I guess we kind of leave the pros alone in the GSL makeup room. You know what I mean? We basically get our makeup done.
That's a
and
really
upstairs.
kind way of saying they don't like us.
Yeah, maybe you're right. You might be onto something, Artosis.
all
By
right,
the way,
Trap's got 2 Oracles. He's trying to do whatever he can. Something that's been really popular lately is you go 3 Oracle as well. Now that the Void Ray nerf has come in, so it's trying to make it so Protosses don't have to do that all the time, or they can't do it all the time. So like 3 Oracle was really popular for a while before that, and so now that's what's happening sometimes too. Trap is only going 2 Oracle and then going into Blink. He really seems to like doing that a lot lately too. I think it's also the more like interesting thing to watch. Obviously, everyone is like getting rid of Void Rays. Is like, this is just the most boring thing ever to teleport 40 minutes in the future and see nothing happen. But Blink, it's like so much more interesting because you're doing so much more
How many
stuff.
probes are going to die like this?
4.
It is true. I mean, with Blink,
Thanks,
you
man.
can at least be active on the map and like try to get stuff out of the game.
What, you guys didn't like it, that as soon as someone makes their 3rd Void Ray that you're maxed out and that's it, just carriers?
We're just casting them expand to different bases
Yeah.
and make ships that take a long time to build.
Can you recall the Oracles again?
Honestly, I think that the Void Ray nerf is almost a good thing for Trap because he's always been so good at the Blink builds.
Also, just Oracle control. Like ever since the Void Rays became so popular, Oracle builds just like got phased out. But like his strength is Oracle micro. Like he's actually so good at it.
Yeah, and the thing is, he could have done this before, but like it's so tempting to just go Void Ray builds because you're invincible.
Yeah, a lot of stuff was online too, right? So ping is going to matter more when you're trying to
Mm, that's
micro
true.
Oracles instead of just sitting there with Void Rays.
Yeah.
And also, Oracles take more skill than Void Rays.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you have ping, then you can't do it. Skillful thing.
Well,
What's a more skillful unit, the Void Ray or the Corruptor?
Probably
great question.
the Corruptor.
The Corruptor? You
Yeah.
think so?
You're going to say
you
because
got to make
it's
sure
so
you click
bad
on
that
the
you can actually
building
get
to
it to
vomit
work?
it down. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
You got to make sure that you have 40 of them. That's really tough.
Well, yeah.
Nothing better than 40 of those and some queens underneath.
Except for 40 Void Rays.
And nothing underneath.
And nothing underneath, yeah.
No, you got to put a sentry underneath that, man. That's the key. That's the real move.
Or 1 Archon.
Yeah.
Trap sniffed out that it's mutas, by the way. I don't know if he actually got a
Yeah.
scout or not, but he knows exactly what's happening. He's getting a second Stargate and starting Phoenixes.
It's pretty sick. That's
Yeah.
going to be a very good counter.
Really good read
Yeah, he
here.
doesn't even see it. That's such a good read. Wow.
Solar, yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. He might end up just playing right into
How did
Trap's
he get
hands.
that read then?
At maybe
I
gas,
guess a
looking at gas
lack
count.
of anything else. You know, you don't see any
Yeah.
Road Ravager
Totally.
or Hydra or anything, so I guess you just kind of fill in the blanks.
All right, loses the Prism, but honestly, I don't think it really matters all that much.
Double Robo Colossus
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
into Aspire. Interesting.
No, because like I think Solar's just gonna. He's not gonna like mass mute or anything. He's just making that
Yeah,
harassment
you just
amount.
easy make Corruptors now. And
Yeah.
you're
True, but you're also going mass blink on the ground as well.
Yeah,
So it's I don't
mass-
know.
Look, Stalkers are sad units, honestly.
What's more sad? I thought we said Corruptors are bad units.
Corruptors are bad units, but not against Colossi.
That's the one moment.
I tell you one thing, I would never read a book about Corruptors.
No Corruptor fan fiction coming your way.
Well, fan fiction maybe, but a book about it, they're not that interesting, you know what I mean? No
What unit would you read a book about?
The Oracle.
Actually, Ultralisk's pretty cool. Like,
Ultras? Oh,
Yeah, dude.
maybe.
Zerg biology books seem cool.
I feel like it would take a while for the Ultra book to start, though. Like, it'd be so much, filler in the beginning while you wait for all that carapace.
well, Solar's in good shape. I mean, he's continuing to grow. He's going to get onto his 5th base. The hatchery's going to finish moments
such a
away.
strange process of like how Trap's playing.
No, yeah.
What are we doing with this fleet beacon?
Oh, he's going into
Yeah.
Sky Toss, but
Does
he has
he-
carriers. Or
What if
Colossi.
he's getting just Phoenix range because there's
He
still
might,
more
yeah.
mutas being made. It's actually kind of Solar is actually committing to it
But-
instead of just doing the harassment amount like I thought he was.
There's like a very weak thing about the army he's making here. Like,
Yeah.
if it's like Phoenix,
it's not
Blink
just
Stalker,
Phoenixes.
and some Colossi, that is not an army you actually want, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's chasing this down. There's nothing else on the ground to help support this, so the
You gotta
mutas and
make more
corruptors can't really do
corruptors.
anything by themselves. And all the stasis traps on the right side getting triggered, and
Wow.
a big one catching a lot of those links. So that's going to stop Solar from doing whatever he was doing over here.
He's going to try to come in again, but there's no way he can get too close. I mean, Trap is going back and forth and basically just totally deflecting any attempts for Solar to do any damage over here.
Yeah, the thing he's trying to do is
No,
just
he let them leave.
he's just trying to make sure he doesn't die. Whenever you're playing for someone who's going such Muta Corruptor or just Muta in general, like you can kind of not take a 4th base for a while and just hunker down to make sure your army is actually just it doesn't die whenever you take the one big fight. And then even if you lose some stuff here and there, some probes eventually, you will just do a big death push. And that's what Trap actually likes to do a lot. And I think he's really good at actually identifying when to do that. So I think that's generally what he's kind of trying to do right now. He's just really trying to make sure he doesn't take any damage.
Yeah, and he's doing a reasonable job of it. Like, he's countering the air units really hard, but...
Hello?
You got to right-click more
Oh,
away!
my gosh.
Is he on a Nintendo 64 controller? I've seen that before.
Oh my god, it's getting slaughtered.
Dude, this is so many kills.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, he's switching over into, like, Massling Bane, which is actually going to do all right here. Like, Phoenixes are worthless against it, and Blink Stalkers, like, you blink once, and then the Banelings catch you.
This is where the Archons are going to come in too, though. The Archon switch comes in huge. If Trap actually realizes that this is happening too, he should maybe make another couple Colossi or Disruptors even, because that's generally what he tries to go for. It's not like he'll actually make this many Phoenix usually. He just tries to get like a couple splash damage units, get the Archons in front, so that way they just soak up all the Banes, and then the fight never actually goes the way that the Zerg wants to because you have so much.
If he makes 4 more Archons, then he's just going to roll.
Yeah.
Like, 2 is not quite enough for this, I think.
Good force fields, though. We'll be able to funnel this stuff over. Actually, he did kind of miss one, but whatever. Tries to roll up onto everything. The Colossi do die.
Oh, that's pretty crazy.
Pretty much everything dies.
This is like how a lot of these late game situations go, where the Zerg kind of forces you into a unit composition, and then they throw everything at you and switch to the counter of that.
I just don't even like the Colossi. Like, why not just go Storm with the Archons?
Well, you wouldn't have it yet, right?
Well, definitely. I think it's way more late when you go Colossi first.
Honestly, I would just pop out like a few more Archons here. Like I think Archons are just better against Banes than Storm.
Yeah, the problem is
until you get like a million.
Yeah,
Storms.
The problem is that he didn't actually get the extra Archons yet when he got attacked there. Like if he, like you said, if he had like 4, if he had even maybe more than that, then I think that goes.
He needed
completely.
6 Archons there, and then he would have slaughtered. But he didn't have them, and that's the name of the game. Do you have it or not?
This fight
is scary.
Backs up a little bit here.
Nice bios on the stasis wards. Blake, away!
Oh my god.
Thank you. Well, Banes are dead now.
That War Prism died so fast.
There was a War Prism?
A warp and drop.
Got instantly picked off.
So these Corruptors, though, are kind of useless in these fights. Like the army supply is going to be kind of skewed because of how I guess the Phoenix too, but the Phoenix can at least lift the Ravagers and stuff.
Colossi. Still.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like Disruptors
so
is maybe
gross.
better at this point.
Disruptors against Banes is like you
like
can hit it sometimes, but that's
fine.
hard.
Why aren't we just building Storms with Archons?
Well, he has 2 Robos. You got to make something, right?
Like, I guess.
Oh my god, he didn't have range this whole time. Wow.
There's just so many Corruptors, man. It's like the one unit the like Corruptors can actually kill.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we'll build those.
Oh boy.
I feel like he might be autopiloting a little bit. Like,
yeah.
Because like he knows, like generally you do want it at least a couple versus a Roach Ravager Bane army when you're going for this composition. And I think he just maybe is trying to ignore the Corruptors and just kind of be like, oh, well, I'm supposed to make Colossus now. It's like, oh crap, there's actually still 10 Corruptors on the field.
Where'd the Corruptors go?
They're pissing on something. There you go.
So he's going to just chase him all the way back here. I feel like he might end up just going into the maxed army, though. There's going to be so much coming out in a second here from Solar.
Yeah, but we have Thermal Lance on the way.
And this is what I was saying, where Trap just wants to do eventually a big death push. Like he might lose some stuff here and there, but he tries to just do one push. But this one isn't really it at this point. He's lost a little too much, and everything is getting engulfed and surrounded. The bases are still getting killed off on the back end as well. Not looking good.
I really have to ask him why with the Colossi. Because like he just didn't. It was like the only unit that would give the Corruptors value at that point. Because like Phoenixes were pretty much dead.
I think it's actually a deeper problem where you're going Blink, Stalker, Phoenix. That's just like not. It doesn't prepare you for anything. It's purely defensive. It's not good at attacking. Like it's very easy to counter. Like Ling Bane is like a good counter against both those units.
Yeah.
So I think that he kind of screwed up with that. Like he over countered the Mutas.
Yeah, maybe. I think I don't know. The problem was that he was already trying to go into the Blink follow-up from the beginning anyway, and then he sniffed out the Mutas. He's like, okay, well, I need to get Phoenix now. It was kind of interesting that he did hardcore go into it, but Solar was also making so many as well, so I don't know. It's tricky. It's hard to know. It's hard to know what exactly the Zerg is going to do, right? Like you don't know, are they actually going to stop making Mutas? Oh wow, there's actually Corruptors in this game. You don't normally see that with Mutas sometimes.
Well, you kind of force Corruptors when you make Phoenixes like that.
Not always.
Yeah, they have to follow with Corruptors, I think.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to go like Hydras are just not use your Spire, so Corruptors are usually okay.
I mean, sometimes you can just make the couple Mutas and then just fake it out, and then they've wasted so much stuff on the Phoenix.
Even if there's double Stargate, you don't know like what they're going to do with that, you know?
I think he's done, guys. Safe. I think he is. He's going to have one last two
Dropper Lords.
Oh, this is a good catch to stop some of these Banes, but I mean, there's no expansions back at home. He can probably take this hatchery out.
Trap has like no income, man.
Yep.
Even if he kills this hatch and then 2 more, he's like just doesn't have anything coming in. Production tab tells the story better than us.
Hey, look, it's Corruptors from before.
GG. Solar takes game 2.
Yep.
I just had a great idea, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I want to cast an event, Tasteless, but instead of doing it with you, it's like the announced casters are Artosis in the production tab. Because truly, that's every caster's best partner.
That is the greatest tool a caster can have. I'm a little bit worried we're going to have a 3-0. I mean, Solar looks very much in control of the games.
You said Trap, right? who was going to win, and you said
I
Trap was going to
did,
win?
yeah. And
I
you
said
you
Solar
was
was
going to
going to
3-0.
3-0.
Yeah.
Or was that you that said that? I can't remember.
No, it was the N64 god himself that said it.
Damn.
N64 Guru, no regret here. Also, tournament clairvoyant as well. You're killing it right now,
Just
Jake.
checking. Just checking.
What's up, everybody? We're here in the Core A Studios in Seoul, Korea. Thank you again, Core A Studios, for having us here. Check out Core A's YouTube if you haven't seen it already. One of the best channels, I think, in all of YouTube. And we're here at the Tasteless LAN party, man. One of the best LAN parties of all time, I would say.
I would say
I
so.
would say. Like, historians will debate, the great LAN parties, but this one will always come up among them. And we're in the Starcraft 2 finals. It is Solar versus Trap. Solar's up 2-0, so we're going to see if Trap can turn this around or if Solar's going to 3-0 in the Tasteless LAN party finals.
There's a lot of 3-0s in this tournament.
Yeah, I don't know
There's
what happened.
there's not been a single.
This is what happened.
game.
I wish the success of this tournament on a cursed monkey's paw, and here we are. Into the game.
How come there's white
They
boxes
need a
up here?
third countdown for StarCraft 2. They have the one that happens at the loading screen, then you get into there, and then they count down there. They need a countdown for the countdown when you get in
I
game.
actually never understood why people complain about the. Well, I guess because the loading times are different or something.
Oh, the countdown thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't tell exactly when you're going to hop in a game.
It's just so, such a weird nitpick that you would want that.
But what happens is if one person's
Gamers are
PC
spoiled.
If one person's PC is better, right? You load it. No.
you
What
load
am
it
I
at the same
talking
time.
about?
It's
just
the-
you don't know the second that it's
way
going
I
to
see
load.
it
That's
is every-
PUBG, Tasteless. What are you talking about?
Yeah, just every 10 games I lose 30 seconds, right? Of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's the worst how it does
wow.
it for
Yeah.
replays too. I hate that when I'm like trying to look at like 10 replays
Yeah, it's
really
like the
quick to
replays
look
going
at
to start.
something.
Get ready. 3, 2.
Yeah.
I feel like that's more important. All of those seconds.
All those seconds
across
over time.
10,000 games,
Yeah.
20,000 games.
I don't care if pro gamers don't know when it's going to start.
Yeah, I don't care either.
I just don't want to lose those seconds, man.
I'm going to be on my deathbed be like, wow, all those seconds
Yeah.
that I lost.
I regret the countdown timer in StarCraft.
Wow. Is
What?
it trapped? Nope, it's trapped. No, he got out. Never mind.
This is really great
Some
casting,
cutting
Jake.
commentary, yeah.
Jake, can we, instead of we all cast this, you can kind of mumble react to everything that you see? Mumble react. Can you do a little quick mumble react for me on that one?
Dude, that would be
Yeah.
a new type of YouTube video there. Jake
Yeah.
mumble reacts to things.
Yeah. He goes, oh, is he gonna get it? No,
it's
he's
okay.
gonna get it. Okay, is he gonna make? He's gonna make? Yeah, he is. Yeah.
And we could go beyond the gaming too, man. You'd be sitting there, it's like,
Yeah,
oh wow,
yeah.
that's a very sour pickle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that just ASMR?
Well,
be.
it could be too.
Yeah, if we want to step up the game, we have him mumble react while he eats gummy bears. It's kinda good.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting sound effect going on. So, I don't know, man.
What?
That probe thought it was a drone.
What?
It's a great
Oh
shot
my
of Trap
God.
here.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
You mean
totally.
because he was walking with the drones?
Yeah, he was right in line with them. It was like Star Wars, man, where they wear the stormtrooper helmet. Those drones had no idea,
no
man.
idea, dude.
They're stupid. It was like a James Bond game, you know?
Solar Man.
It's like I thought I had 4 workers going on there. Why are there only 3? Whoa, Dropper Lord!
Dan, are you okay, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
The exhaustion's finally cut up with mitosis. This is all part of some sick experiment we're running here. We've got Dan doing crazy giggles. We've got No Regret with kind of mumble reacts.
Yeah, I've lost all my energy after
And then
this Nintendo
periodically,
64.
it just sounds like Gemini is having a stroke. He
Yeah.
goes, I think it's going to...
And then we got Tasteless over here
Yeah.
with his LAN party, trying to sell us
Yeah.
as the greatest LAN
Yeah,
party
yeah.
of all time.
And then what's happened to me is occasionally I get really tired, and I think you guys said something funny. I kind of go, and then I'm like, oh, that wasn't a joke. All right.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
It's a lot of links.
Ooh, yeah, that's a lot.
He's making more as
Jake,
well.
quick, mumble react, go.
Oh, I might get there.
This is
Gateway.
good.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
the
gosh.
Stalker's on the outside.
Oh,
He's going to kill
no.
the Cybercore. And the Gateway's under attack.
Oh, God.
Did he go Oracle?
Dude,
Is
there's
there-
more links
yeah,
on
Where's
the
there's
way,
Oracle
too.
more.
at?
Oracle.
Where is it?
It's on the other side of the map somewhere, probably.
Oh my God.
Where is
no,
it?
it's not.
Oh,
It's
there
just
it
sitting in the main. There's no way it could be there. So fine. Oh my
Oh,
God.
this Oracle's going to try to stop
That's
it,
it.
but I don't know if it's going to have enough energy.
No, I think it's
to
fine.
get rid of all
Yeah,
these.
he's got it. He's got
a
this
cyber core
health.
too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gets the gate.
Solar in trouble now.
Yeah.
That's what you like to see.
I will say, Solar made a mistake trying to kill him with Zergling.
He's still making more links. He's still going to try to go for
well,
it.
it's
Yeah.
He literally needs to kill him.
There's no plan B here.
There is no plan B. Cybercore.
Oh, the overcharge too.
Nice.
He's showed way too many links.
Second
now,
Oracle is
too.
going to be out.
I think if you stop at like 15 links, they're like, okay, well maybe.
Trap. Wait a minute. It's not over. Don't cancel things yet.
Hey, no helping the gamers. No, he's got this. This is over.
This is easy.
This is gonna be.
Look at that wall, man. He's on like wall number 4.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's just going to be like a wall that's at the back of his natural behind the minerals and stuff. My God.
Sentry's out. It's going to pretty much seal it.
AG trap.
All right.
Yeah. Smack that.
This is what we've been waiting for. You see how quickly he took a drink of water there? He's like, damn. Yeah. I am parched after that, man. That was a lot of Zerglings.
I think that was a good call.
But a little bit of disrespect, I feel, from Solar. Just Ling all in, trying to just snowball the game to a victory. We don't normally see Trap lose to that kind of stuff, so Trap does put a win on the board. But he's got 2 more to go if he's going to come out on top. Solar, again, when he plays these more normal games, he does look better.
I think he was just up 2-0, and he's like, you know what? We might be able to sneak a quick
What-
one.
what
We
if?
might be able to sneak a quick one and just 3-0 it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if we
Solar's,
lose,
I
we
think that
lose.
is.
No
I
big
think
deal.
that is it.
Yeah.
Solar's like, you know what? I want to end the Tasteless Land party.
We're going to go into game 4 now.
He's being paid off by DreamHack. They don't want you to surpass them in one try.
As you can see, we keep the gamers encased in glass. Only the
Trap's
winner
like
gets
looking
to leave.
around wondering
We
how
need
he
to get one
can-
of those signs that says "Don't feed the animals."
Yeah.
Don't feed the pro gamers.
No, we
Where's the
need
pro
we need a
gamers?
sticker there.
Tap
That's
the glass.
we need stickers above them, man.
Yeah,
Where it's
yeah.
like mint near mint.
This is why we can't have audiences over there. They start to tap the glasses. The pro gamers go the walls.
Oh, unless there's a Terran in there, then
What
it
map
just
is
gets
this?
stressed and stops eating.
if it's just a Terran in there, all his feathers fall off and he dies.
That's right.
This is the GSL map, right? The new one you guys have this season?
Roughneck, yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty cool. We've had some really interesting games. There's like each side has a quadrant of 4 bases that are like really close.
Yeah.
And then everything else starts. Well, there's a 5th that's kind of close, and then from the 5th 6 is kind of close. But it's like the quadrant of 4 is very easy for people to take. So I feel like we've had very interesting games on it so far. I've really enjoyed it.
Why is it called Roughneck?
Look at it.
Because
Yeah.
are those necks?
You don't see the roughneck in the map? Oh, that's so funny. It's like a
Roughneck
magic
is-
eye. You got to stare at it, but like not really
I'm
focus
looking
on
at
it.
it. Are we talking like bottleneck, necks?
No, we're talking
Roughneck.
about people that work hard.
That's a roughneck, I believe, is somebody who does manual labor. So nobody at this event or anybody watching probably, but yeah, they exist.
And this map.
We pretend we know about them by making maps named after them.
Yeah, my version of roughnecking is like moving a table in a room. So maybe standing on a stool and trying to plug something in.
Oh, that's dangerous. I don't do that.
Yeah, I don't do that.
When my light bulbs go out, I'm just in the dark, man. I just don't do things at night anymore in that room. Turn on my iPhone flashlight.
By the way, guys, of course, we did get our N64 stretch goal, and I mean, you guys just can't stop donating for this Korean caster goal here. I mean, it's crazy. Like, the moment we put it up, the money never stopped coming in, and so.
Dude, and you know what, guys? If we reach that goal, we can put up a Chinese cast goal as well.
That's right. I know you guys are excited for the Korean language stream goal, and listen, there's almost 200 languages out there that are more mainstream, so we're going to try to get them all. But if you can and you're watching, please tell somebody who only speaks Korean to come donate for this so we can get to the stretch goal that seems to be impossible.
Actually, did you know
Yeah.
that there's actually like 8,000 languages on Earth or
Yeah.
something? It's like some crazy number where you're like, how could that even be?
Well, that's the thing, Artosis. I won't stop until this tournament's casted in every single dead language that's ever existed, all right?
It's not like a lot
And
of
when
that.
we stop there, eventually we're going to have every kind of sign language there is.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, you definitely have to
Jeez.
go there next.
Yeah, we just want a little person in the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Kind
Just
of
have a whole
trying
row of them.
to explain what no regrets mumblecasts are at the bottom.
Try to sign Gemini's sounds.
Yeah.
right.
It's not possible, man. They're just going to be on the floor having a seizure.
Gemini gets excited by what Strap's doing and just has a word salad come out. Okay. Oh, he's going to...
Oracle Void Ray. What's it going to be?
Oracle.
That was good. Someone had to grab the reins
Oracle.
there, get us back into this game.
Look at that.
It's my job.
Called it.
It's always my favorite thing is to guess what they're going to make out of something.
Yeah.
Especially when it's literally only that thing that they can make.
Well,
or maybe one other
you've
thing.
still seen people go for Void Rays.
Yeah, they do it sometimes.
Yeah.
They still do it.
Yeah, Void Ray first is actually pretty common right now. Still.
Not from Trap, though.
He's done it every now and then. I think he definitely does like going back to the Oracles. It's what he likes to try and do.
Void Ray nice.
See, look. There we go.
Ooh.
Look, the only Oracle here today is Jake.
Oh, I'm so excited for the N64 match. I didn't know it was going to be as good as it turned out to be.
Yeah.
Watching people play StarCraft 64.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I mean, after the first game when I just completely dropped it entirely, I was like, wow, this can't possibly get much worse, can it? So I set the bar nice and low for you guys.
I feel like
we're
now that I
building
know
up.
lurkers exist,
Well,
it's a different game.
yeah, no, the second game was quite good, and I mean, after the first game, I actually deleted Gemini's number from my phone. It was like, I just do not want to even talk to him anymore.
Dude, you thought I was bad in your free-for-alls and Brood War, man? Oh, my God.
Man, dude. So if you were the third player in this game, would you be dead yet?
I don't. The game would spawn somehow. Their workers would like get across to my base, and I just die.
Oh, look at this. +1 and a second star. Okay, this is actually pretty common on Roughneck. We see a lot of Void Ray builds because, again, this little quadrant-y area. Like, your opponent can't really attack. Look, you got this one little lane next to those rocks, and you have your wall right there anyway, so they're not going to attack through there. And then they can come in this other side, but you're, like, so close to the third and fourth. So Void Ray builds are really good here, like Void Ray into Disruptor. I like a lot on this map.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to choke everything up because you just put all your batteries and cannons in one spot, and that's the only spot they can attack. Even if they do go through that little spot, you're basically right next to where the batteries are anyway, and the Void Rays obviously they're in the air. They can move back and forth really easily between them two. So it's it makes sense for Trap to try to go for this on this map.
Yeah, one thing about it's so easy to kind of turtle. It does seem like the map is built to really encourage turtling until about that fifth base. I feel like when we cast it in GSL, it's like almost always a long game. Would you agree? Unless somebody does something
very
all
often.
in, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Actually, I was kind of talking about this before a little bit. I think I brought it up once on GSL, but this map actually gives me Abyssal Reef vibes, but it's like better designed for the way the game works right now.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because Abyssal was always like 4 base, and then like some interesting bases that were further. And I think this is like a better designed version of that. Well, I mean, for the time, Abyssal Reef was awesome, but
yeah,
obviously, if you played it now, you'd be like, "Oh no!"
This better be for disruptors. If I see it,
Oh, it is.
Colossus,
it's just no shot. It's Colossus.
It is Disruptor.
Well, you guys say that.
Yeah,
We'll see.
if it's a
Dude, if he
Colossus,
makes
it would be
Colossus-
ridiculous. Like,
Dude,
it
it
would
doesn't
be the
even-
stupidest thing.
It was
Especially
ridiculous last game, and it's going to be ridiculous this game.
It
No,
wasn't
no.
ridiculous that other game. 'Cause
I will
that's
bet
normal.
you any amount of money that it's Disruptor.
Yeah.
Like any amount.
Okay.
And you don't have
Oh.
to bet any
So
money.
it's like, okay, I'll take $1 million
Arctos
bet.
is like, I
Okay.
will light my wallet on fire. And you don't have to do anything.
If I lose, you get $1. How about that?
I will play Protoss and StarCraft 1 if this is not a Disruptor.
Oh, I don't know if you want to say that.
You
I
want
once
to
said
make
something
your
about-
life better? Like what?
I once
Dude,
said
there's
something
just-
about a shoe, and
It's
it
like
never
one
went away.
Robo and like Disruptor fits perfectly here, and Colossus would be the worst thing you could ever make here. It's like he attacks with Roach Ravager, and Colossus is like, "I'm gonna help, guys." There it is, Disruptor. All right,
Oh
you don't
my
owe me
God.
anything except respect.
I'm glad it's a disruptor. Because it could have been a Colossus.
I
Well,
was
if it-
secretly praying in my head. I'm like looking for a reason. Like, come on, one time. Do the worst thing you can do. Okay, Void Ray speed.
Yeah, he's
interesting.
committing
Void
heavy
Ray
onto this.
shoulder pads.
Yeah,
as
we
Pace
call it
calls
Void Ray shoulder pad upgrade. Got to get those broad shoulders for the Void Rays.
I think it's actually kind of interesting because like Trap sometimes would, or for a while he was actually going into a fast carrier switch after some Void Rays. He would make like just 3 carriers and then do a big push with then going into lots of mass ground as well with disruptors. But sometimes you would go Queen Corruptor and just do like a big push and just kill them with that. And Trap maybe is kind of responding to that tendency by now going more into the Void Rays instead with the speed as well, hopefully to make it a little bit easier to defend against something like that.
I'm hoping to see some Void Ray run-bys. That's what I'm hoping.
He tried
Well, I
a
mean,
little
if you're
bit
getting
before.
Void Ray speed, you should do at least one attempt of just running in and zapping
Yeah,
something
You've got
big.
the recall anyways.
Yeah,
You might as well try to
exactly.
get value out of that.
Yeah. So we should see that.
Of Corruptors.
Yeah, he's even
Oh,
killing
I
the
told
rocks.
you, this is the moment, man. When you get
Trying to
40
get
of those
across.
things in a stack. I can't wait until these events, you know, we see Sue in more events. I know he just popped out of the military, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
Because
I think he just finished.
It's especially fun when they don't have any upgrades. And that's what I miss about Sue.
Look at this sentry. Easy, buddy.
It's a 25-minute game, and we're starting 1-1.
Well, it seems like
you
Solar's going to have to
clearly-
attack here.
You clearly cannot attack here.
No.
Like, there was literally no better. Like, if you do that, you just lose all your Corruptors in your set.
He needs an infestation pit, and he needs to start making spores.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he's attacking.
Void Rays
Well, I mean, if you
decent.
one-shot a Void Ray, I think it's fine. But
Well, I think he's going to go for it, man.
Yeah, that's quite a few roaches there.
Oh,
nice.
how many
shot.
roaches?
Not as many.
Yeah.
Queen's coming in here. We need to have creep on the ground if they're going to transfuse. Oh.
Did
Look at all
you
those
tell them it's on the
disruptors.
new patch?
Yeah, we're going to find out if they know.
This is not DRG.
There's a lot of disruptors. I don't know how you break this.
No,
gonna
you
be
don't.
tough.
You can't break this. You can't break
Yeah.
this. I think it's okay to come in and poke, though. Right? Like, it's not like your Roach Ravager is going to scale any. Oh, my
My
God.
God, that could not have gone better.
Oh,
Were those bios
surprisingly,
landing?
the Corruptors are killing the Void Rays.
Yeah, the Void Rays
Yeah.
are actually, now they got their second charge, though, so now you got to back
Yeah.
away from that as Solar. So
Back up and then refill your supply and probably come back in.
was Trap making constant? I don't think he was making constant Void Rays after he had
Yeah,
that initial
his
ball.
targets
He's,
were-
he's going straight into more Charge Lot Archon on the ground
Yeah.
instead.
It's
yeah,
the
he-
right choice, I think.
Yeah, he's doing the switch that he normally would do, but again, just later on, and not going into the carriers instead, and just trying to actually kill the Corruptors at first, and then swirl it fully onto the ground.
Dude,
Honestly,
look at these disruptors. Where are they going?
Void-
To his base?
The Void Rays,
Yeah, this is bad, man.
the Void Rays shouldn't have even been here, honestly.
No, what is he
Yeah.
doing? Why is he
I'm
overextending?
confused.
Yeah.
If he stands near the Nexus, he's fine.
This
Yeah,
was kind of
and
weird.
it was like the only reason why the Void Rays would be there is to fight the Corruptors.
Yeah.
So like, why even have them out there?
Okay, he remembered he has disruptors now. So
yeah.
okay,
Wow.
there we go. We're getting the
Nice
hits.
Yeah. Maybe it was like a confidence thing where you're like, oh no, my Void Rays, I have nothing, and then you come in with your Zerg units and you just lose them all to disruptors. I don't know.
Yeah, that was really weird. I don't know. That was a not great. Oh my God, that was great.
Well, now he is refilling Void Rays now. So whatever it was,
It would
I
have
think
been nice
he's-
to just have 4 more Void Rays though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's going to,
At
you can make
least.
the Void Rays kind of fast, but they're only coming out in sets of 3, right? So if you lose a whole bunch, it is kind of a big reset.
He almost came back and just blew up his own army.
creep spread, man. The creep spread's
Oh,
all
the
way up
Muta
in
switch. Oh,
This is why they call
God.
it
Oh, boy.
Roughneck,
Oh boy,
the- Ooh.
because the creep spread.
that Muta switch is
Why would,
brutal.
but how does that make any sense? What do you mean?
Dude, I gotta
'Cause
tell you something. With the creep going across the middle of the map, look at the middle of the map. Okay,
Kinda
on
looks
the
like a
mini
neck.
map,
Yep.
it looks like a diagram of an intestine.
It does. It really does.
Ooh, this
Dude,
is a nice
this
run
Muta
by.
switch is going to catch him so off guard.
Yeah.
He's not expecting this at all. He's got
Oh,
almost
he
nothing.
recalls.
Recall them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not a bad move, but
now
the
there's the
mutas pop
mutas,
out
yeah.
as they disappear.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. He has 6 voids. He has shield batteries and stuff. Like
Oh my God.
It's
That is
23
So
mutas.
many mutas.
that is a lot of mutas. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Tasteless.
You're-
Your tournament might be over, Tasteless.
Yeah, that is not an army you want to fight these with.
It's like trying to run zealots across the map. Like, here, go over here. Don't look at my base, please.
Dude,
Literally-
send the Zealots and the disruptors out of here, man. They're like trying to get in.
Well, it even gets
Let
that.
us set those mutas.
Dude, all the Archons are
The
stuck.
Archons are like the
Yeah.
only units that are scary here too. Yeah.
Oh,
where are the Archons?
The
Where
Archons
they
are like
running?
going up into the main.
They're piling
They're
up.
trying to
killed
get
his
back to
own
the
pylon.
Templar
Look at-
Archive.
The Archons are still going the wrong way.
Oh,
He
man,
literally
he's losing
can't
his
get the
bases.
Archons back there.
He's just gonna keep killing
No,
his own
you
buildings.
can actually just keep avoiding the Archons.
This is like just like StarCraft 1 Brood War
It's
Terran
the same
against
thing where
mutas.
I'm like, well, I could just never catch this thing. Is that right?
Oh, 1 shield battery.
Oh my god. Well, it's healing like the overcharge battery. Okay, so 26 probes dead. Very little army supply. Making 3 phoenixes at a time.
But he held.
He held. Somehow, some way. Playing against 83 drones and
Did
like the
he
whole
hold,
map.
though?
He did. Whether
Like-
he continues to hold is a different question.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a miracle that Trap is still in this game. He's fighting back, but at this point, there's so many bases for Solar, and he could pretty much trade not even favorably, you know, and just take out a chunk of his supply and Trap's and then refill that immediately.
Yeah, you never really need to engage. You can just harass constantly.
Yeah, just keep
Anytime
blowing
the
stuff
army
up.
is like leaving, like he can attack the 3rd and 4th base too, with roaches and lings. Oh,
120 against 200, man. He keeps making the
Yeah,
mutas
see?
too. There's another attack into the 4th.
yeah. Your batteries aren't going to save you now.
No, not looking very good.
So, I mean, we're watching Trap slowly fizzle out right now. I mean, he's lost so many bases. He has no real way to grow. So many mutas!
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
When you
Well-
see mutas killing Archons like that with Magic Box, you just know you're in
Yeah.
such a bad spot.
Yeah, mutas are like the main fighting force here, and he's just attacking.
Yeah, and he just keeps making more.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa!
We
all look at the production tab and said the same thing.
Yeah, that is a sad production tab for Trap.
Yeah, I don't think this is ever going to end with Protoss getting out of his base. Solar's so dominant here. It's crazy.
Zerg really was the best race all
Yeah.
along, winning both expansions of the game. It's crazy.
Is it because they have the best units or because Creep can go all over the map and see everything?
Yeah.
Or
Could it be-
their players just all happen to be more talented?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
I agree. I also agree with that in the N64 match.
True.
Where Zerg also won.
Yep. There we go.
Yep.
Conclusive evidence.
9 more mutas, 22 more lings, man.
You
He
know
just
what?
can
I think
continue to
Trap's
refill
got this. He has
Yeah.
+2 air attack, boys.
Oh.
Against just +1 flyer carapace.
Phoenix
Damn.
can technically kite infinitely.
GG, Solar
Wait, who won?
does it.
GG.
He just won the most important land in the world. Solar, you are our god emperor.
You know what? Maru may have 4 GSL titles under his belt, but
Yeah.
does he have a tasteless land
Has
party?
he won a single land party? Can anybody tell me that?
Yeah, not so sure.
Right, walking
Yeah.
through the core, A Studios, the champion. Can Artosis make that
Artosis
louder with his mic? Artosis, next time you take your headset off, can you dump it in a bucket of water? It's a great audio experience. Solar, you've done it.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I have a question.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good because I wasn't going to say anything at all. Go ahead.
Is Zerg imbalanced?
Oh, same question as yesterday.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You think
Maybe.
so?
But I lost him in GSL, so I think.
Maybe
That's
just
true.
because you knew
Yeah,
Tasteless
but this
land
tournament's
party?
more important, right?
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. This is the biggest tournament in
That's right.
Starcraft.
This is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
There we go.
Did you think it looked like it was a pretty easy series? Did you think it was going to be that easy beforehand?
No, but I think he's the one of the best Protoss right now.
Yeah.
So I expecting very very close series 3-2. But
3-2
I
you,
don't
right?
know. I don't know why he only played the same build because it was pretty easy
Yeah.
for Zerg. Yeah.
Okay, so, and look, maybe you don't want to tell me this, but I'm going to ask the question. What is the hardest thing for Zerg to play against right now for Protoss? Like, if you were afraid of a Protoss, you know, it's the Tasteless land party. It's like such an important event, you know, and it's like, I hope I win. It's going to be the most important day of my life. What do you hope the Protoss doesn't do?
Doesn't do?
Yes, doesn't do.
Don't play Void Race again.
Void Rays are scary?
No, don't play Void Race again.
Yeah.
I think you should mix some strategy like Twilight or Robo opening. I think that's
Okay.
also very, very good, I feel. Yeah.
Do you think the Disruptor drop opener
Yeah,
into like
that's
Colossus
cool.
is good?
Yeah, that's cool.
You think it's still really good now? Even
Yeah, still good. Still good.
Okay.
Okay.
You think Colossus a good move ever?
No,
No, it's so bad.
Disruptors.
Okay, good.
Well, I don't have any other questions. I mean, just thank you for doing this
Hey,
event. We really appreciate it.
Him and Artosis said Trap was going to bop you.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said you were going to bop them. Like them.
Yeah.
Using the word
You're the
bop.
greatest
Yeah.
tester right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Solar. And again, thank you so much for coming to our event. And we're not done yet because we have the Nintendo 64 show match with the pro gamers. We're going to get that all set up. It'll be a couple minutes. And then when we come back, I think the highlight of the entire event. We'll see you soon. Oh! Is he going to go for it? Here we go.